All right, hello everyone. My name is Mary Pride, and this is my final presentation for my social media brand plan, the Mary Pride brand for beauty and lifestyle social media strategy. So we can just get started and jump right in. This is my social work system one-page plan, which pretty much just encompasses the entire social media brand plan that I've created. And first off, we have my business vision, which is to share beauty and lifestyle news/information and position myself as a social media strategist and creative influencer, both online and in social media. I also have my social media vision, which utilizes Instagram as a way to expand upon my business vision while I continue to create content for both my blog and brand website. When I connect both the business vision to the social media vision, I'm ultimately establishing the Mary Pride brand as a social media hub for both beauty and lifestyle digital content. So with that in mind, my brand name is really simple. It's just my name, Mary Pride. And the bio that I have on my social media platforms are beauty and lifestyle social media strategy with a mission to inspire women to live their best life while being their best self through social media. And the tone that I have to all the content that I'm creating or reposting is lighthearted and optimistic, just because I really want to give people that airy feel of happiness. When you see something that makes you feel good, often you want to do good in life itself. So then I have my influencer approach. And with that, I just want to connect with successful influencers to collaborate as well as publish content that can be shared by other brands, resulting in free advertising or cross promotion. Just when you post a picture of a product and you tag them in the product and it's of a high standard, if they happen to repost that same image, that's an opportunity for me to grab audiences from their follower list that I may not have interacted with before. Then we have my business goals, and my business goals are to solidify myself as a successful social media strategist and content creator, particularly in beauty and lifestyle digital strategy. And I want to do that through blog expansion to where the point is that I can earn monetary value from my blog through the implementation of big brand names like KKW Beauty, Anastasia Beverly Hills, MAC Cosmetics, ColourPop Cosmetics, things like that. And then I have my social media goals, which are to create a social media brand with 20% monthly growth every month for the next year. And in doing that, I will then develop my brand into a recognizable brand for lifestyle and beauty digital strategy content. The platforms that I want to do this on are Instagram and Twitter. And with that in mind, I feel like the followers that you should follow on those platforms need to be of a certain caliber, such as Huda Katan, who is the founder and beauty expert behind Huda Beauty, TimTalia.com, MakeupandBeauty.com, and Ashley Rudder, who is the global senior makeup artist for MAC Cosmetics. An example of that was Ashley Rudder. She's usually 6 months to a year ahead of everyone else when it comes to beauty products. So if you follow her on Instagram or Twitter and she says, hey, this is coming out, you can then post about it on your blog or on your website, and it really shows that you're a step ahead, that you're in the know, giving people the information that they want first before anybody else does. Then you have my audiences. So the business audience and social media audience are actually the same for all three audiences. My primary audience is women ages 18 to 34. And I chose that as my primary audience just because I'm in that age group. I'm 24 years old. And it helps to be able to understand the kind of content that they want to see because I am that age myself. And I'm able to create relatable content that they'll be able to understand and kind of feel a connection with. And then I have millennial women as my secondary audience and tertiary women as all women as my tertiary audience. And the content style for those audiences is just engaging and insightful content that is really, really relatable, that they can connect to, that kind of has a feeling of like you're with your girlfriend talking over coffee, that really makes that audience member want to engage more with you and see more content on your social media channel or on your blog or website. And with influencers and networks, I just want to connect with influence on Instagram and Twitter, and then cover and follow the newest trends and information regarding beauty and lifestyle groups, whether that be in Facebook groups, Facebook pages, or social media accounts or platforms. And the value that this adds is just I will focus on a specific target audience. Once you focus on your specific target audience and you kind of lay that foundation for a fixed audience, I think that gives you the chance to then expand. You just need to focus on your specific target audience first. And once I do that, I can utilize integrated multimedia communication and cross promotion across all of my social media platforms. So from that point on, once I have my foundation audience, I can utilize a variety of social platforms to gain audiences in different target groups. And the content will all be the same because it's integrated multimedia communication, and it will create a storyline and a consistent atmosphere for every piece of content that I create. With that content strategy, I want to use storyline and atmosphere development through photo campaigns, as well as influencer repost and influencer shares. So I would create content that other people could pass on to different audiences, giving me a chance to expand to people I may not have interacted with before. And my goals with influencers are to develop a relationship with 1 to 3 influencers on both Instagram and Twitter, and that are willing to collaborate with Mary Pride brand and push original content. This is pretty much really much the same. My business goals are the same as they were before, in terms of my blog and positioning myself within the beauty and lifestyle industry as a digital strategist. I also want to utilize Instagram ads as a form of an advertising goal and really test it out and see if it's something that my target audience finds effective and that they respond to. And if it is something that I will implement in my social media brand plan. And for both Instagram and Twitter, my goal is to, for Instagram, grow my followers, likes, and comments, and for Twitter, to grow my followers, retweets, and replies. And with that being said, in terms of social media, it can really help increase that virality, where you can become viral on a certain hashtag or topic, and then you gain a huge influx of followers to really help further your agenda. And this is pretty much similar to everything that I've already stated. The one thing that is different is that I would like to obtain 50 followers in the next 6 months on Instagram and 75 followers in the next 6 months on Twitter, as well as develop a relationship with 1 to 3 influencers on both Instagram and Twitter. So here we have my social media platforms. They're all at _Mary Pride, with my website being marypride.co. And here we have plan progress. For Instagram, I'm currently posting consistently and establishing a base audience, but I am about 75% closer toward completing my goal of 50 Instagram followers within the first 6 months. And I'm also trying to establish worthwhile followers for myself. So by publishing good content, good people will want to follow me. An example of this is Pure Cosmetics actually followed me on my Instagram last night. And then 32 Bubbles, which is an ice cream food truck down here in South Florida, reposted some of my content of their products. So by posting good content, good brands will want to follow you in return. And then the last one towards plan progress is successfully cultivating and implementing a cohesive visual Instagram feed. With Twitter, I am currently posting consistently and working toward establishing a base audience. This is the platform that does need to continue to increase in its follower numbers, and it needs improvement just with engaging people online. It appears that I can kind of get a retweet here or there, but nothing really more than that. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to really increase the engagement on Twitter like how it is on Instagram. So here I have my performance on Instagram. It's with webster.me. I have a total of 9 posts, 35 followers, and a following of 7, where I'm following 17 people. I have 67 likes, 1 comment, and a high engagement rate. And my most liked post is 14 comments for the 32 Bubbles picture, 11 comments for a quote post with the link to a blog post on my website, and then just a simple quote post. And this is also my most commented, with 1 comment on my 32 Bubbles picture and 0 on the other 2. Here we have my Twitter performance with impressions, engagement, and the engagement rate. On the tweet at the bottom, you can see that it has 113 impressions, an engagement rate of 9.7%, and engagements of 11. That is due to the whole tweet being shared with the link to my blog included by Skincare Share and Snapza Entertainment. So with those brands sharing my tweet, a bunch of other people were given the opportunity to see the tweet and the blog post on my website, increasing my impressions and engagement. So the growth plan that I've come up with for my social media brand plan is to post to each platform 3 to 4 times a week. I could do this on a Sunday and schedule them, whether it be on Instagram through Unum or on Twitter through Hootsuite, as well as post to my website blog 1 to 2 times a week. And if I schedule them ahead of time, it's a lot easier. I really wouldn't have to worry about it. I just wait till it gives me my notification and then I'd send it in. And I would also want to maintain my Instagram's cohesive visual feed and storyline with the gradient that I've chosen to go with and that kind of ethereal atmosphere that I really wanted to implement on my Instagram. I have to kind of keep that going or it could really alter the brand that I'm trying to establish. Then I have my creative executions, which are to implement themes and campaigns for weekly posts, utilize more of my own images throughout my platforms, and with that, I want to take more of my own pictures, utilize Photoshop to make more of my own quote images so that I can kind of utilize those through Pinterest and to connect another social media platform through my social media brand plan. I also want to collaborate with other social media influencers, particularly those in the South Florida area, focus my content on my specific target audiences, and then possibly utilize sponsored ads on Instagram as I stated before. So that is my final presentation for my social media brand plan. Thank you all for listening and have a great evening.